Welcome to the video. I am DeanoGTO, and today we're going to be looking at the Type 4 Heavy, the Tier 9 Japanese Super Heavy tank. Right now I'm using this thing with the 14cm gun. It's the only gun I used aside from the 127 for the first little bit of the grind of this tank. The 14cm was the only gun I ever used on this tank after the 127. I never bothered to use the 15cm, and that kind of just shows you how used to the 140mm that I got. Because this 14cm gun, after a while, I just got like in tune with it and really liked this gun. Like I managed to hit an EBR Hotchkiss, which granted is one of the bigger wheeled vehicles in the game, but still, it's a wheeled vehicle. They're really difficult to hit most of the time from most tanks, but I managed to nail that guy while he was moving pretty much full speed on the move. So I was pretty happy with that shot, as you can probably imagine. I'm just fishing for a shot here on this EBR 75 to see if I can get a bit of damage on this guy, but he's pretty much perfectly positioned, so he's just outside of my line of sight. And I think I might try just a shot just towards him, or I might just give up and just move off. Yeah, I'm just going to give up and just move off, because the more time I spend sitting there, the less damage I'm going to do overall. Because with a vehicle like this, you do need to try and keep with the pace of the battle. It's not like a medium or a light where you can catch up to the battle. This thing you really can't. Like, if you fall behind, you're liable to stay behind pretty much. So typically you want to lead the charge if you have the option, just because that means you're at the front of the battle. You're going to be able to like do the damage whenever you have the chance. But if you're in the second line, the chances are faster vehicles are just going to drive off and just leave you in their dust pretty much. And the funny thing is, like, that used to be an even bigger problem for this vehicle, because it used to have a 20km/h top speed. Thankfully these days it can do 25, which is a substantial improvement. And we just saw there that the Conqueror is using the 32-pounder gun, which is an interesting thing to see, because that looks like the upgraded turret. I'm pretty sure the upgraded turret has those like the heat shields on it. So I was genuinely surprised to see that he was using the 32-pounder gun. And this T-44 is going to prove to be a really annoying tank to deal with. And you see here, I snapped my turret over towards him, tried snapping a shot off there, but didn't work. So that's something I love to do with these sorts of vehicles. Just keep the gun pointed away from the enemy, but secretly be like waiting for them. Like just have your reticle point directly at them, and then as soon as you let go of the right mouse button, your gun just snaps straight over to them and just whack them. It works it's such a good tactic. It works so well for me. I love using that tactic against everybody that I can, because it catches out a lot of people who think you're not paying attention, and then suddenly bang, you whack them. It works especially well in mediums and faster heavies, but it can work in vehicles like this as well. And yeah, just got a big 640 alpha damage hit into that Conqueror. And you can see here I'm racking up the damage block because, well, that was actually a surprise. I'm blocking all the damage from this Conqueror so far, because I don't think this guy knows how to fight the Type 4 Heavy. Let's just see, where is he actually shooting me at? It looks like one person has hit me in the, like, it looks like he might be going for my, like, side armor where my tracks are, interestingly. Now, I mean, that would be a weak point on, like, the lower tiered Japanese heavies, but definitely not this. And yeah, you can see only one person has actually hit my my like cheek plate, I guess you would call it, at this point. Like, nobody's really bothered to shoot anywhere else. Like that actually might be part of the model. That might not even be a hit. So yeah, like, it's interesting to be just kind of just being left alone for the most part. And you can see here now I'm going to try and go for shot on the Object 430, because yeah, you know, Object 430, they're really annoying, and I want to try and take as much of that guy's health as I can, if I can, because the Object 430, just in general, you never want to let one of those get close to you, and you want to take off as much of his health as you can when you can. And this guy's finally figured out where to shoot me in order to do damage, and that's really unfortunate for me here. EBR 75 shooting me in the back as well. LT 432 saves my ass from the EBR 75, which I'm really thankful for, because I have a feeling that EBR 75, after bouncing those shots, was probably going to load up either HE or potentially premium rounds in order to try and kill me off, because honestly, if I bounced all my shots off the back of a super heavy tank, I would probably do the same, because otherwise you're not really going to do much damage. And this tank here, even though it's got weak points, unlike the tier 10, it's still a really formidable tank when it comes to its armor, and I did risk taking a lot of damage there just in order to kill off that Conqueror, because he has the rate of fire which I fear, and that 280 damage 32 pounder gun with 220 penetration is such a deadly gun that I want to just have it gone from the battle as quickly as possible. An ammo rack kill on the T-44, always nice to see. Wasn't relevant in the slightest, but always nice to get an ammo rack kill on any vehicle in the game, pretty much just in general. And you can see here, this IS, he is a stock IS. He has no hope in hell of doing anything to this behemoth of a tank. Stick a shot into his rear drive wheel there, track him in place, and do another 600 damage, because yeah, this thing here hits really hard, and it really surprises people just how hard it actually hits. And I think that's one of the first times artillery has actually bothered to shoot me this game. So, and you saw the LT-432 just come jumping over that ridge there. And artillery, for the most part, ignored me in this game, which was kind of surprising, because usually artillery focuses you really, really hard whenever you're in a vehicle like this. But I'm just going to continue rolling forward here. And at this point you may have noticed that at the top of the screen I have Heavy Tank 15 active. And at this point, this is actually the point in the game where I noticed that. I have Heavy Tank 15 active, and I only need 1300, well, total damage / damage blocked / damage taken. So if I take a hit, do some damage, that's 900 damage if I take like a damage hit from like 300 alpha gun. So this is actually seeming doable. I might actually be able to do this, and I know for a fact this is the moment when I noticed that, because I even offer myself like pretty much just to, like I pretty much offer my tank just to go forward and take the hits for the team. And the SU-101 here, I'm going to try a shot at him here, and it lands perfectly on his side armor for 5,000 damage done total, and he hits me on the side there. Does, like, oh Jesus, like the guy hits me in the side there, and he didn't do any damage with that shot, and now he's going to focus on me again here. Second shot was heat, and I'm so close to having the mission done, so close. Even if I just die at this point, I would get the mission done. In fact, actually no, wait, if I had died there, I wouldn't have did the mission. I was on 13,923. I would have been 3 points off the mission done if I had died there instead of bouncing that last shot. But that last shot, after bouncing that finished the mission. I did it. I did that by the skin of my teeth. Holy crap. Like, if I had died there, I literally would have missed out on that mission by the tiniest number. But damn, that was a that was a satisfying battle to play. Like, when I noticed that near the end, I was just like, I'm gonna go for it. You only really get like opportunities like this here every once in a while, and this was pretty much the absolute like perfect matchmaking for this to happen in a tier 9 vehicle. Like, when it comes to tier 10s, it's a lot easier to do this mission in tier 10s, just in general. Like, I've had multiple occasions where in the past I've been driving the IS-4 and had a combined total of over 15,000, because the IS-4 is phenomenal. I love that tank for the most part, although just in general these days it has been power grabbed, and I can't wait to see what Wargaming do with it. It's just one of those things where, like, just because like the way the game has gone, IS-4 was my favourite tier 10 in the game by far, but just these days it's just been power grabbed to the point where it's just not as relevant. And also you can see I'm using the Doge camo, so it just feels appropriate for the Japanese heavies for some reason. I don't know why. It just seems perfect for these vehicles, just having the Doge camo on them. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this video in the comment section below, and actually let me know, do you want to see gameplay of the Type 5 Heavy from me on this channel? Because I have the Type 5 Heavy unlocked, and I'm torn on whether or not to buy it, because I hate fighting them, but part of me thinks like I would be really good in the Type 5 Heavy because I was pretty good in this thing. So let me know what you guys think of that in the comment section, because I'd be very curious to know whether or not you actually want to see that, or if you want me to avoid it, because nobody really likes fighting Type 5 Heavies. Even though it's been nerfed, no one likes fighting against them because they're just a pain in the ass just in general. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.